everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a fantastic week. So I'm thinking about doing something a little bit different for my Friday favorites. I'm gonna do my top 7 beauty favorites of the week. There's 7 days in the week, so I figured 7 was a good number. And I'm gonna start from number 7, which is still gonna be a favorite, but I'm gonna go down to the thing that really I loved and was like obsessed with during the week. So I hope you guys like this. I like a little change up every now and then, and also I do monthly favorites. I did monthly favorites last week. I'm not gonna put a number on that because I usually have about 20 things in that, but for weekly favorites, I am going to try to stick to 7. Of course, there's probably gonna be some weeks that I don't, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and jump in and let's talk about what my number 7 pick is. For number 7, I am talking about the Pur Cosmetics Eye Polish Base and Top Coat. Now, I have this on my lids. My favorite one is the color Silk, and why these are my favorite is because this price that I got them at Costco, it was under $10, and I got both eye polishes, and I got 2 brushes and 2 of these silicone applicators, which I actually love to apply. These and actually ColourPop eyeshadows work really good. I used this silicone brush for a ColourPop eyeshadow on Periscope and it worked beautifully. But Silk is what I have on the inner part of about inner half of my lid, and then I have this one in the color Suede on the outer corner. These are so amazing. Now they're at the 7 spot because if you can still get them on Costco, and I will link it below if you can, this deal is the bomb. But regular price, these are like $20 each. So I definitely don't think they're worth it for the regular price. If you can't get them at that price, go for these Jordana liquid shadows. I have a whole video on them. I'm obsessed with them. They are like $5 each. They're the same texture and consistency of the Pur eyeshadows. They're beautiful. It's just a different applicator. This comes with a like doe foot applicator, which I personally love. So if you can't get the Pur ones, get the Jordana liquid eyeshadows. They're amazing. For my number 6 beauty favorite of the week is Benefit Rockatuer. Like, you cannot do wrong with Benefit Rockatuer. For some reason in the spring summer, I really like a more like low, like a neutral tone blush rather than like a pink or, you know, a really flush of color on the cheeks. I like this bronzy neutral tone, and Rockatuer is just the perfect blush for that. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I would venture to say that Rockatuer is definitely my favorite Benefit blush. It's amazing. That's what I have on my cheeks today. It's so easy, and you don't have to add a highlight when you have this because it has a little bit of dimension and sheen to it, but you know me. Like, I'm going to add a highlight, and I'll tell you what that is here in a minute. And then another blush that I was loving this week, and it's actually marketed as a blush, but I used it as a contour, and actually I used it as an eyeshadow. My number 5 beauty product is this blush in Earthy. It's by Burberry. Whew, I got a mini one, so mine's a little bit smaller than the full-size product, but it's in the shade, it says Earthy Blush Light Glow, and in the pan it's kind of like NARS Madly. It's not like, oh my gosh, I love you, you know what I mean? But I use it as a contour, and sometimes I went camping last weekend. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, I did go camping last weekend, and I took like minimal makeup, and this is what I packed for my blush, contour, and eyeshadow, was this one single product. So I love it. I love multi-use products. The texture of the Burberry blushes is just amazing, and look at that. If you're fair skinned, you're gonna love this for a contour or a bronze shade. I do have this on as my contour today. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but it says contouring powder for face and eyes, and I totally agree with it. I have it in the crease today as well. I just love it. It's a great multi-use product. Number 4 and 3 kind of go hand in hand. I was loving nude glosses this week. I mean, check this nude gloss. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it this week, but both of my lipstick picks for the week are glosses, and they're both nude. I don't know, something super pouty about it, super simple, like you can't really mess up a nude gloss. And number 4 is Laura Mercier's nude gloss in Bare Naked. I really like the texture and consistency. This one is a little bit more of a peachy nude, and it's gonna be hard to see these nude glosses because they're so nude, but this alone and added on top of any lipstick just gives you that extra pout. You know what I mean? It makes you look super, it makes your lips look super lustrous, if you will. And I loved that look this week. Now the one I'm wearing right now in my number 3 is by Dose of Colors, and it's in the color Undressed. I wore this more than anything this week. I literally wore this like 5 days this week. I love it so much. Right now I just have it on with a lip liner, and it's actually so pigmented. I mean, that's one swipe. Can you see that? That is one swipe of gloss, which amazes me. I know, I remember hearing, look at that. It's so pretty, you guys. I can't get over how beautiful the texture, the pigment, and the formula of this gloss is. And my number 2 favorite, which almost made it to the number 1 spot, but I want to wear it a little bit longer to see if I want to purchase the full size. It's the new Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation, and that's what I have on my face right now. Now, I got the color Euphoric, and this, first of all, this packaging is so adorable, it makes me smile. This is a sample, and it comes with a turquoise pump. Are you kidding? Yes, yes, yes. Hopefully they still have this like as a point perk, because you actually get quite a bit of product in here. It's 5 milliliters, but I used this when I was camping because I really wanted to test the formula, and it lasted on my face all day. But you can see it's such a beautiful lustrous finish, but not oily. When I was outside all day camping, I was expecting this because it has argan oil in it. I was seriously expecting it to get super oily on my T-zone specifically, and surprisingly it didn't. And it looked good from the morning until, you know, midnight when I went in and went to sleep. So I'm highly impressed by this. I'm gonna continue using it. If you want a full demo and review on this foundation alone, let me know in the comments. But so far, I love this for sure. Like, number 2 spot, y'all. And number 1, holy cow, I am so obsessed with this highlighter. Okay, so this is kind of like an indie brand. They're not real known. I know the girl personally because I'm in a Facebook group with her, and it's Love Luxe Beauty, and I will list her website below. I bought this. She didn't send it to me or anything. This is in the color Ethereal Greige. Now, I did an Instagram video where I was applying it, so if you want to see me applying it to my cheeks, check that out, but I do have it on today. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought that a like Greige highlighter, this is one swipe, okay? Look at that. Oh my goodness, it makes me happy. Who would have thought that a Greige highlighter would be so amazing? But it is. I have it on the inner corner really lightly also to kind of brighten my inner corner up. But like I said, I have it on my cheeks. And you saw how pigmented it was in the swatch. You can sheer it out and make it good for everyday wear, or you can go ba-bam and make this really poppin', which honestly, that's what I prefer. So I love the color, I love the pigment, and I love how creamy the texture is. My favorite part and why this made it to number 1 is because it's $10. Are you kidding me? And she has like 10 other shades, but this one in Ethereal Greige is just a must-have. Now you have to order it online. You can't like go into a store. Hopefully one day she'll be in a store, but I recommend this 1,000 times over. It is the most beautiful highlighter in my collection at the moment, and that's why it made it to number 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of a new spin and I kind of like it. Let me know what your favorites were for the week, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!